Heaven's California.
Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to episode 34, I think? Episode 33 or 34, I think? I can't even remember. We've had so many episodes. But we do have a brand new season sat in front of us. Season 3, we're here, we're waiting, and we are ready to take on the championship. And just before we have a look, I would just like to encourage you all, if you do know somebody that is a fan of the channel, or does watch, even if they're watching a video a day, or they're only watching a couple of videos a week, a couple of videos a month, a couple of videos a year, tell them to go down below, take the video off full screen right now, go and hit that like button to show your support, and go and click that subscribe button. I wish the subscribe button could be renamed to the family button, because I see, you know, that you guys make these videos. You guys are the people that inspire me to come and sit on this chair with the Xbox and the controller, or sit in front of the camera over there and record videos. And that is just something, you know, as a content creator on YouTube, it is brilliant. Whether it's 2 or 3 people watching the video, or whether it's a couple of hundred watching the video, as long as it's making someone's day complete, that is all that matters to me. And yeah, I see all you guys as a little family, you know, an extended bit of family. You know, I appreciate all your comments, tweets and stuff. You might be tweeting me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. All the social media is down in the description if you aren't following me already. But enough of the warbling. We've been warbling for 2 minutes. It's time to crack on. Season 3, Wycombe Wanderers career mode. This is what the squad fame is looking like right now. We've got a few issues, okay? We do have a few issues. Not so much in this screen, but in this one. Our transfer budget is about double what it was last season, and we do have about 14,000 on the wage budget. We could bump that up to 20,000, I guess, and have 3.8 million, which is a little worrying. Okay, it's a little worrying, but it's fine. I'm sure we'll be able to do something with it. You know, we might have to use a few more free transfers and bring a few youth players up from the system. But board expectations, youth development, this is glitched, I think, because we've made a £13.2 million profit. So I'm not really looking at that. We have done that. Brand exposure, we do have to sign one critical first team player assigned to a forward position. Now, our 2 of our forward positions are absolutely fine already. But the one forward position that isn't is going to be our left wing position. So maybe if we can find a free transfer for Cashgate, find a free agent, we can put in, or maybe we'll have to shell a few £1 million out to get a replacement in for Cashgate, because he is our weakest player. Now, a lot of you would say Jacobson is, but I have something up my nose ready to replace Jacobson. But financially, we have to finish the season with £2.6 million worth of unspent allocated funds. I don't think we're going to be able to do that. But we didn't last season, so they don't care too much. And as long as we can do this, with OEFL Championship, they're telling us to finish mid-table. Obviously, we're going for the title. We're going for promotion. We want to be up in that Premier League. Then the FA Cup, reach around 32, and then continental success is nothing. But if we can challenge the League Cup and challenge for the FA Cup, that would be absolutely fantastic. We've crashed out in a lot of early rounds. If we can get up to the round of 16 to either one competition, that would be really, really fantastic. Now, the one thing that we do have to address first, we have to start thinking about players we might want to bring up from the youth system and send our youth scouts out again. But the problem is, if we do it today, we'll have August the 1st, September 1st, or August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. It'll be over in April. If we send them out in August, then it'll be over in May, which is the end of the season. So I think we'll do that maybe. Although we could send them out now, maybe over in April. Then they'd have that time for the May 1st physicality. Yeah, we'll do that. But we do want to have a look, actually, if we can afford any more youth staff first. which is you know what? We'll leave the youth scouts. We'll leave it until August the 1st. We'll do it that way. But first of all, what is the main of action? Well, I did want to have a look at the youth academy and see who we can pull through. So Victor P. Passon, I wouldn't be too keen on bringing him through. He's only a 58 overall. He doesn't look too bad technically, but we do have cover in that attacking midfield role right now. If we can leave him in there for a little bit longer, that'd be fine. Now this man, Enrique Ojeda, 61 overall. I think he could be our replacement for Jacobson, honestly. I think he's ready to step up to the mark. He's got a fairly good stats. So we will sign him through. We're going to promote him through. And also, guys, one thing that I did want to kind of say was they did make an update on FIFA 18 a couple of days ago, which now means you can see the actual stat growth for players, all their stats for players in the squad tab, where you can see their attribute growth and stuff, which is really, really nice. But we have a couple. Have we got anyone else here? 60 overall. We do. Elliot Allen. Now, we know that Scott Brown is going to be leaving the club. Now, the problem is, do we bring this kid through or not? I think we should, because we have Billy Collins there, and we know his potential is going to be quite good. We know Elliot Allen might not be our first team goalkeeper just yet, but he could definitely challenge with the likes of, what's his face? Bennett. So we're going to bring Elliot Allen through as well this season. And we'll also... I mean, none of these others seem to be ready, apart from Harrison Robinson. We don't really know much about him. That might go down to like 75 to 77. So we're going to leave that there. We're just going to bring through the 2 youth players so far. Now, we can bring through youth players up until the transfer window ends. That's when I'm kind of thinking about bringing through new players to the team. That's how I've always kind of done it. So we are going to do that. Now, the next thing we have to do is think about our training. And then we have to think about potential transfers that we might need to be able to do. So, what we're going to do first, we're going to be putting some of the more first team senior players onto the training at the moment. We're going to put Asro on that. Otherwise, apart from that, Asro is looking pretty good. You know, his dribbling is pretty good anyway. His stamina's not the best, but it'll do. His stamina always seems to just stay good, and his dribbling, agility and all that is fine. So Asro doesn't need any more training. We are going to give a training drill to Jadon Sancho, because he does need that stamina up. So we're going to pop him on that. Midfielders. So we have Davide Guidi. Now this is the problem. Our midfielders here are very, very, you know, they're high class. These 3 are first 3. These 3 are a second team, with these 2 waiting to come into the first team. Now, I'm feeling that maybe if we can cash in on Gape here, you know, he's not a promising player, and he's served us for 2 seasons. We might even put him on the transfer list as of yet. But you know what? We already have an Italian in the team in Schiavione. But we're going to be doing first team players. I did say we need the first team getting a little bit better. So we'll put Guidi on the dribbling, and we'll give him maybe 2 drills. We'll think about his passing. His passing is... Do you want to do his passing or his shooting? We'll do his shooting first, and then we'll do his passing later on. Now, the last player I'm going to give some training to is Enrique Ojeda, because he's going to be in the first team, so he's going to need some good defensive stats. So we are going to put him on that. Now, we'll keep Jacobs... I think we might just put Ojeda straight into the first team, honestly, because he needs to grow. Jacobson, you know, he's not getting any younger. So we are definitely going to be putting him on the first team. Another objective for mine in this career mode is to keep the episode length between 20 to 25 minutes. So it might be meaning less highlights, less waffling. But we're going to make that swap there. Boom. Now, I think these will all basically stay the same. We might swap that there. And we still have Scott Brown for now, but he's not going to be there for long. We'll actually put Alan there. You know, he'll be playing in the second team, Alan. So we'll save the changes to that team sheet, and we'll go to the second team sheet. And this is basically going to be Youth Team FC, basically. So we got Alan there, we got Harriman, Mancini, Muller, and we're going to be putting Joe Jacobson on the left-hand side over there. Now the midfielders, I'm saying screw it. We're going to get rid of Grape, and we're actually going to put in. Now there is a big big decision now. We've got to choose between. Oh, hang on. These two lads here. We got to choose between Harris and Harris. The two Harris. Now we look at physically, I'd say Harris on the left-hand side is a little bit better. He's more composed. His interceptions are about the same. Attacking position's a bit better. Vision's better. Agility and acceleration is better. Balance is better. Reaction's not so great, but neither of them. His stamina is better, definitely as well. We go to skill attributes. His ball control's a lot better. Crossing's a lot better. Curves a lot better. Dribbling's the same. Finishing isn't the same, but he's more a defensive-minded midfielder. Ricci is more of that attacking-minded midfielder. He's a bit smaller, but his long shots are better. His passing's about the same. Shot power, his tackling's better as well. So to have that defensive-minded midfielder might help there. He's a bit taller. His weak foot and skill moves aren't really going to bother me too much. And he can play. I mean, he can play centre mid, and this Harris can play CDM, and Ricci can play CDM as well. But he is more of an attacking type of guy. So I'm going to put Harris in there. We'll rotate them. You know, it'd be nice to bring another forward in, but we don't really have any forwards we can bring through right now. So we're going to have to leave it at that, I think. I mean, Gape will probably... Okay, we have Asaro there if we need to bring him on. You know, Asaro is always a call of an emergency. If we have an emergency, then he comes through and he will do that. But apart from that, all the other they're all first-team players, apart from Freeman, who's kind of one of our only spare players that we're not really using in the team right now. So that is going to be the second team for now. Next job is to have a look at transfers. Now, in terms of transfers-wise, we're going to be targeting someone on the left-hand side because Kashket will move to the second team, then Polion can play ST in the second team, and then we can have someone over there. So what we're going to do is just go to the free transfers. We're going to go to the free transfer list, have a look if there's anyone here that we might be able to sign, whether they're in their prime or maybe they're a bit of a weaker player. I don't know. Let's see. Left wingers on free agent list. Only one. Themba Zwain. I mean, he doesn't look too bad, but he's 29. And we don't really want a 29-year-old in the team. We could check right-hand-sided players, because sometimes the right-hand-sided players can play on the left. We have Satyas and Singh. And then looking at left mids, maybe. We can play a left mid up there. Whoa, okay. So we have a few youth players here. I mean, some of them we're going to have bad. Like, what's that? Zara, Andrea, Mathit, Signoro. We're basically looking at acceleration. If their acceleration isn't good enough, then we can't really go for it. We could have a look at this guy, though. Charles Leonandro. We don't have any people to go for him, though. We'll shortlist him. We'll definitely shortlist him. Because, well, we don't have any scouts available. They're all in other countries. So what we might do, we might just pull the English scout out. We'll manage him. We'll recall him. He'll be available in 2 days' time. No thanks. We'll do it later. We will be scouting some players later on in the season once the season starts up, but not just yet. So we're going to move through. We're going to be able to choose our pre-season tournament. Scott Brown is going to be leaving the club, but Eric Cabico should be joining the club. We're hoping if it's worked. If it hasn't, then that'll be a bit awkward. But I think it should have worked. Let's just hope. We got to have some sort of hope here. Here we go then. Pre-season tournament invite. How much money are these going to give us? Oh, good amounts of money actually. Now, do we go for one that's a little bit... No, we're going to go for a 2.9 million. That's nearly £3 million we can, well, spend on a player there. So there we go. Scott Brown has left the club. He's going to Millwall. Eric Cabico has come to our team. He's ready. And then we have that. So we can go and slot in Eric Cabico into our team. Let's have a look at him. There he is. Look at his card. Okay, look, his defending is pretty good. 24 Uruguay and 6'1". He'll do the work. I'm hoping. He might not be a permanent replacement, but he'll be there definitely for a while. Then we can throw Mancini back into the reserves of that team. And then we can put Stewart next to Mancini. That'll make the second team definitely look a lot better. Muller will probably not be happy, seeing as he's now, well, he's basically lost his place in that team. Djambati's lost his place overall. I don't even know if we're going to need Djambati throughout the course of this season, really. But that's fine. It's fine. Okay, it's fine. We can get through this. Now, another 2 days, we'll scout up that player. If he isn't any good, then we'll probably have to think about bringing a left winger in from elsewhere and actually spending some moolah. So, guys, we are going to have a scout report back on that player within 12 days. Then, if he doesn't look any good and he won't push cash to get out the first team, then we will have a look at signing our first and probably only player of the season there. But we are going to start off this European International Cup here with a couple of... I don't really know any of the teams here. I don't really know where they're... I think they're... I'm not even going to have a guess of where they are from. So we got a couple of things here. Max Muller wants a chance to play. No. And Nicholas Jackson wants a chance to play. We will be putting the first team up, obviously. Now, before we do that, we're going to go into the squad hub, and we're actually going to list up a couple of players. Now, not any of them, because we might need a backup. But our midfield is very stacked. We have a lot of midfielders here. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is a few too many. So what we're going to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And, you know, we look at him financially, Mr. Gape, and he's costing us, what, $3,000 a week. He's only got a year left on his contract, so we would have to renew his contract. You know what? I'm adding him to the transfer list because I just don't see myself using him. He's capped out on his potential. We have players. We want to try and bring them through and give them opportunities instead. So the senior players will probably have to make way. But first team in the International Cup here, Atalak. We should be able to get a win. 4-0. Cabico gets a red card on his first, not his technical debut, but his first appearance for the club. He does get a red card, which is, we can excuse him for that. Transfer here, Luke O'Neill, Birmingham, 1.2 million for the Englishman. We are going to... It's a good offer, but he's still a very good first-team player with a little more potential. So we are going to kindly reject that from Birmingham. We won't block offers because if we had something insanely good for him, like say 2 million, it'd be hard to reject it because we do have people that can fill that. Have got some player training though. Can we get some good... I want some good player training to start off this season. We want to try and get Ojeda up there into that first team. Well, he is in the first team. It's not... He's ready to come up to first team. He's there. He's ready and waiting in that first team. And then Jacobson is in the second team. The second team isn't actually looking too bad for the Championship. It will get a bit better as the season progresses, obviously. But we are going to have to simulate this one again. As you know, nobody plays pre-season. Joe Jacobson, they've had an offer of Rotherham here. They want to give us 240,000. Now, he's 32. We don't really. That money isn't going to give us enough money to replace him as a left back. But we're actually going to stall it because we could find someone who is a free transfer that we might be able to scout up. So what we're going to actually do here, I'm going to recall all of guys, because if we can get some a free agent in our team here, that'd be absolutely freaking awesome. So we're going to recall all of them, and they'll be ready to come back in 2 days. Then when we want to send the scouts out, we will do it when we need to do so. But we're going to also replace this player here for Mechlin. It'll be Mancini that actually takes the role. It's nice to see that he's chosen Mancini over Stewart. But, oh, we pick up a 2-1 loss there to Mechlin. Sancho scores our only goal. Interesting, very interesting. Okay, then into the last one, then in the European International Cup here. We're against Lugo. And can we pick up a win? I really think we need to. We've actually lost, which means we're out of the cup. The cup competition is over. Which means we don't get the full 2.9 million, which is a shame. But it is a shame. We do get... How much money? We get an extra 700,000. You know, that'll tip us over 4 million. And we do have a transfer here. Doncaster have given us 600,000 for Gape. They've given up his value. Now, he has only got a year left on the contract. He's not happy at the club. So I think we're going to have to just accept the offer and send Gape on his way. But that loss there has really meant we have cut the episode a little bit shorter. We'll do some more player training and we'll have a look and see if we've got any first team worthy left backs in the free transfer section. Or not even first team, just left backs in general. We'll search players here. But it happens, you know. It's not a huge amount of money. Okay, it was basically our 2.9 million. We missed out on 2.1 million there. But what can you do? I don't really want to sit there and do all these games. It just doesn't really appeal to me. So we'll have a look at left backs here. Any left back free agents on the list? There are quite a few. So, you know, what we can do is ask some of these guys to be scouted up. Looking at ones especially that have, you know, got better stats, like this guy here, Maurizio Serpe-Cajiora. Oh, and this guy here, Marcelo Slashev. Doesn't look too bad. I think we'll leave it at that. And I guess we just got to sim up to the start of the league, really. We haven't really got anything else to do. We've done everything we need to do in pre-season. Let's just get this season underway, I guess. Now, ideally, this left winger is going to have to be a little bit... I'm prepared to play between 3, maybe 4... Or, no, not that much. About 3... I'd be prepared to pay 2 to 3 million pound for one. So we will have a look and see what we've got rocking here. So we do have a loan offer here for Will de Havilland. He does want to go on loan, so you know what? I think we can send him on loan with at least just 2 overall. Instead of getting him off the books, we can actually negotiate the offer. Because a lot of loan offers don't work. So we're going to negotiate the loan offer. It's the first time we've ever done this in the series. So we'll have a look what goes down. So we'll accept the loan length. Now you have to accept the wage split. We can support de Havilland's full wage while he's on loan. We'd like you to consider... We cannot support de Havilland's full wage while he's on loan. We'd like you to consider a 60-40 split. Can you do a 70-30 split? Okay, they've done a 70-30. That's good. So 70% of his wages have now been freed up. which is quite a lot. That's nearly that's over £1,000 that we've just freed up there from a player that we don't really need to be using anymore. Here we go then. A loan offer here for Giuseppe Mancini. Bolton want to take him on a 1-year loan. No, we're happy to just reject that. We're not looking to loan out Mancini. He's going to be pivotal in that second team. And another thing that is slightly worrying me, I was having a look yesterday on the transfer hub. Not on the transfer hub, on the squad hub, sorry. Just have a look at this. We've had a lot of youth players in the team lately. But we've also got a lot of players who are out of contract very soon. Makalambe, Ferrari. These are players that are going to want a lot more money than what they're on right now. So we really can't afford to sign anyone, really, than apart from a couple of players. We've got Jackson running out of contract. We've got Jacobson out of contract soon. However, we might just let that expire. We've got Freeman out of contract. Again, we might just let that expire. We've got O'Neill and Gape out of contract again. However, Gape's probably going to be leaving the club anyway. We've got Guidi out of contract. That's going to be a hell of a load of wage he's going to want. We've got Wolf out of contract. We've got Cowan Hall out of contract. Astro out of contract again. And we've got Southall out of contract. So we got a lot of players out of contract here. So we are definitely might be in a financial crisis here, honestly. Okay, then 2 confirmation emails. Dominic Gape has been sold. So we do clear up his wage, and we've had an extra $425,000 to spend. And Wilder Haviland has been loaned out to Crewe Alexandria. I'm sure they'll enjoy him thoroughly at their club. We have some more player training to get through here. Asaro, Sancho, Greedy, and Ojeda still on the drills. Looking for some improvement here, boys. Asaro up and Ojeda up. Fantastic. If we can get Asaro up to that 75, I think we might just leave him there, honestly. His finishing is very, very good already, even for the Championship. So he hasn't been having any problems the last 2 seasons. I can't see why he would have any issues here this season. So we do have a loan offer here for Nicholas Harris. Grimsby Town want to take our Ginger Ninja off from our hands for a year. We are going to kindly reject that. He is going to be a pivotal player in the second team this season, so we want him right here at his roots at Wycombe. Transfer here then for Scott Cashgate. Alborg BK have shown interest, and they're offering us £1.8 million for Scott Cashgate. As much as I'd love the £1.8 million, he really is a player that is going to be playing a big part in the season. So we are going to be blocking offers for him. We can't really afford to give him out. Patic has been approached by Stoke City. They're offering £3.1 million. We cannot compete with that. And that's a right-back position anyway. We don't need a right-back anymore. We have a right-back in the team. So having a look at some of the left-back choices here then. Mauricio Serpe Carrachera, not good enough. Nor is Federico Cellini. And nor is Marcelo Slavchev. So none of them are going to be filling the boots for Joe Jacobson, which is good. Because if we had sold him, we wouldn't have had anyone to replace him with then. Which is why I held off on the transfer. More player training. Can we get some any growth? Guidi going up there and Ojeda there. And Sancho and his stamina still lacking a little bit, but that's fine. We do have a youth squad monthly report then. Victor Pettersson, very close to coming out of the youth academy there. Harrison Robinson, yeah, that is why we kind of kept him there. I mean, it would seem a shame to keep him in there. We know he's going to be between 77 and 85. If we waited another month, the problem is we wouldn't be able to loan him out quick enough. It's another 63 rated player. We can have a look and see if we can just pull him out. There's no one else here that is really catching my eye to be pulled out. So we're actually going to pull out Harrison Robinson. And we're going to... he's accepted a contract, which is fine. Now we can go to the squad hub, actually, because we have pulled through a few youth players here. We haven't looked at their potential. So, position, we'll do position. Ellen, an exciting prospect. 2 exciting prospect goalkeepers. There'll be a fight to see which one is going to be, well, taking that spot in the first team. Who else did we have? We brought in Hiya. He has potential to be special, ladies and gentlemen. That is fantastic. And then we actually brought through Harrison Robinson, who again is just showing good potential. And you know what? We can't put him on the loan offers list yet, can we? Not quite yet. So we'll leave him there for now. So guys, some more things have come back here. Now these are all for the left winger players that we have been scouting. And these all have got potentials in over the 80s. So Christian Capone does look quite good. He is already on the shortlist. Gaston Tagini is very, very pacey. So he'll definitely be going onto the shortlist. Okwonkwo or Orji, I don't know how we're going to pronounce that. But again, he looks fairly decent, and he's only got 11 months on the contract. He is worth quite a bit of money, though. But we'll keep him there for now. We've then got Emmanuel Ayahoya, who looks like he could be a bit of a better signing. Andre Green is worth 8 million, so we definitely won't be keeping him. And then Zafik Zenichi looks like the better player, but whether we're going to be able to get him for our value or not is another story. But you know, all these players have good potential, so it doesn't matter too much about that. We'll whack the player training on here, and then we'll have a go at signing our first player of the season, and then we'll probably end the episode up there. Okay then, so I don't really know why we still have all of these guys in here. Honestly, we might as well remove a couple of them, because we're not going to be using them. The likes of Ngawa, the likes of Donnell Furlong, the likes of him we're never going to be using. The likes of him we'll never be using. This is only because they were on free contracts, so we've all just let them all slowly disappear away. We still are looking maybe to sign one of these in the future. Maybe even Satola we could have still signed if we'd have signed that if we'd have won that tournament. But okay, so this is the left wing options we have. A lot of money. Now the cheapest is going to be Gaston Tagini or Emmanuel Ayaha. Now I think Ayaha would be a very, very good player, because not only can he play at left wing, he can also play in the left midfield, right wing, or striker. Now we love players that are versatile in our team, so we are going to go ahead and see if we can buy this guy as our probably only signing of the season now. So let's type up, we're going to offer a transfer fee. Let's just see what they say if we were to offer them the 1.8 million that he's worth. Okay, they're looking for 2.35. So let's bump up our offer a little bit. We'll keep it at, we'll say maybe 2 million. Would they accept 2 million for him? No, they're very much adamant on 2.35. So we'll do another one. If we can meet them halfway of 350, 175, isn't it? 2175. They can. I think they can meet us halfway here. That'd be nice for them to meet us halfway. They have met us halfway. I think that's a very good deal for a player that is a very decent guy. You know, only 21 years of age. A very good statistically wise as well. Looking at the stats, looking at his stamina, that's good as well. So we're going to negotiate a contract with this dude. He's on a 3-year contract right now. We'll see if we can sign him to a 3-year with us. Obviously, the longer the contract, the better it is. But we will give him a... Well, we need to give him a crucial, so we're going to give him a crucial. The board want a crucial, so we're going to give him a crucial. We're going to see if we can sign him to a tie him down for 5 years. Okay, he only wants 3 years. Will he do 4? Will he do 4 with us? He'll do 4. Fantastic. No release clause. That is great news. Now, he wants 16,000 on the wage. Appearances, he wants, after 10 appearances, an extra 170 grand. You know what? We'll counter it. We'll remove the bonus. We'll edit this. We'll bump this up to 250. I'm happy with the 16,000 a week. I think he's worth that. He now wants 17,000. You know what? If he's a good man, he'll meet us in the middle. £6,500 a week. Will he accept? He does. £16,500. Whatever his name was. I've completely forgotten already. But the board, that does mean that we've elevated our profile by bringing a top talent to the club. Now, one thing I did actually want to check. Oh wow, my lip just my mouth made a really weird noise. How do you see what your value of your club is? There we go. So our club value at the moment is £15 million, and we're projected at the end of the season to nearly have added to that by 25%, which is really, really good. But to end off this one then, we are going to be going to this page here. We're going to be welcoming our brand new player to the team. 21 yards, 6'3" as well. What a monster he has to have that much there. A nice tall winger. We haven't had that in the team, but he might as well go in. And he's actually a left winger. We haven't had one of them in a while, have we? We'll actually put Kashkit there for Cowan Hall. And then that does mean in the second team, we freed up space to play Polion at the position he prefers to play at, which is ST. So where's Polion? Oh, he's right there, isn't he? There we go. And then we'll put Kashkit on the left-hand side. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. You know, Harris has nearly gone up to the same overall as Mr. Gape, who did leave the club. So last but not least, we've spent all the money we're going to spend. We're not spending any more. I think that's enough. So we have a look. We might need a bit more on the wage, a lot more on the wage budget. We'll pop it down to about 2 million, 20,000 on the wage budget. Let's have a look and see if we can replace one of these. So maybe Luca Bezu. We're going to fire him. Isn't it going to cost us 22,000? And we can bring in a bit of a better one here. We can bring in Nicholas Carlson. So we'll bring in Nicholas Carlson. Now we have a 3-star, 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 and a 4-star, 5-star. Obviously, as an English club, we're going to want our best scout in England, finding them top English talents. And the other two can go to different countries. So what countries have we done so far? We've done Sweden last year. We did... The first year we did Italy and England. Last year we did Spain. We did England and we did Sweden. So you know what? We're going to go with... We'll go with some players in teams in Central Europe. We'll go with France for Liam Bennett, and then we'll send Nicholas Carlson. Let's go and pop over to Belgium. You know what? We haven't been to Belgium. So we'll go to Belgium. Then we'll know how much money... Okay, so we don't really need much of a transfer budget anyway. I mean, we pop that up. We're on, what, 1.8 million. We might as well just keep the transfer budget at what it was. We're going to do it about 50-50 actually. 50-50 split down the middle. Obviously, we will be signing some more players to new contracts. We might do that in tomorrow's episode. I might just go ahead and do it after the end of this one and just tell you guys once we've done it. But that is how we're looking for the new season. All of our signings are done. Ojeda, obviously, he's gone up 2 overall already. He'll be ready to fit into that first team. I think as a championship team, things are looking good. Honestly, I think we're going to have a very strong season here. But I may or may not sim up to the start of the season because I'm not looking to sell anyone. I'm not looking to buy anyone more. You know, even if it was a substantial amount of money, that is the team I want to go into the league with. And that's the second team that I want to grow some players with. So that is what we're going to work with. And that is going to be the end of this episode then. So if you did enjoy, remember to drop a like, go and subscribe to the family. Come and join the family. Come and join all 217 of us, 218 including me. You know, I can't subscribe to my own channel, but if I could, I would, okay? If I could, I would. And what else you got to do? You know, you guys know what to do. Drop a comment down below. Predictions. Where are we going to finish this season? Promotion? Maybe even winning the league title? Fighting in the playoff places? A mid-table? Or do you think we're going to get relegated? Let me know down below. Last but not least, make sure you are sharing the video and turning that notification button on. Because with your notifications on, you'll never miss an upload. And you don't want to miss an upload. Trust me, this season is going to be absolutely mental. But thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you all have enjoyed. And I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.